Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to Flow with Charlene. In today's practice, we are going to break down some of our poses. We're going to go through integration, Sun A and Sun B. In the first round of our Sun A and Sun B, we're going to go slow. We're really going to break down the poses so that you can feel your most confident self when you show up to your mat. Now, I just want to give you a gentle reminder that yoga is called a yoga practice for a reason. It's not called yoga perfect. You are not expected to show up to your mat perfect every single day. In fact, you're not expected to show up perfect ever. The practice of yoga is showing up to your mat as you are every single day. Every time we show up to our mat, we are a completely different person, and it's about slowing down and honoring our body where it's at that day, okay? If you don't get a position right, or you feel like you stumble or you wobble, that's okay. It's not about getting it perfect. It's just about showing up for yourself and being able to quiet the mind and be present with how you are really feeling in that moment. So when you're ready, get into something comfy, roll out your mat, or just get to a soft surface, and let's get started. Let's start today's practice in child's pose. So you're gonna come onto your mat. Traditional child's pose, you're gonna have your knees as wide as the mat, your big toes touch, and you sink your hips back towards your heels. In extended child's pose, we walk our hands out in front of us to get a nice long stretch on your side body. If this does not feel good to you, you can have your arms down by your sides. Say your shoulders are really bugging you. You don't have to have your arms out in front of you. Now for me, it feels really good, and I feel like my back, especially my upper back and my lats, they always feel a little bit tight. So I enjoy having my arms stretched out long in front of me. As we sit here, you can have your forehead resting on the mat. Maybe you turn your cheek to one side or the other and just find what feels good. You can just relax your arms right now and start to connect with your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a slow, deep breath out through your nose. Really arriving here on your mat. And as you inhale through your nose, really fill up your belly all the way up, and then slowly exhale. Great, one more deep breath in, and deep breath out. Then begin to push yourself up to a tabletop position. So as you come into your tabletop position, you want to think about having your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And you want to find a neutral spine. So you want to pull the pit of your belly, like your belly button, in towards your spine. And you don't want to have like an exaggerated arch. You're just trying to find a neutral spine. Okay? And get a nice smile on your face because you made it here today. You want to think about having your shoulder blades sliding down your back so your shoulders aren't bunched up by your ears. You want to think of sliding your shoulder blades down your back. And then we're going to go through a few rounds of cat-cow. So you're going to inhale, drop the belly, arch your spine. Then exhale, round your spine for cat. And then inhale, drop your belly. Maybe look up, get a big smile on your face. And then exhale, round your spine. And the point of cat-cow is to really warm up your spine to get you ready to flow in your practice. And I often invite my students to find a little bit of movement here that feels good. So you can stay in cat-cow. You can do some barrel rolls for your spine. If you go one way, make sure to go the other. Maybe you bump your hips a little side to side. If that feels good to have a nice stretch in your hips, maybe you do some circles, some hip circles. Breathing in as you push forward and out as you come back. This will help warm up your wrists a little bit. It also gets into your hips and warms up your hips. Maybe you just bump a little front to back and start to really connect with your core. Just find a little bit of movement that feels good to your body today. Often I really like a nice side body stretch. This is what helps me feel like I can get into my practice. So find a little bit of movement for another 2 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Then find stillness now in your tabletop. Again, if you've adjusted, make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Neutral spine, shoulder blades down your spine. Then you're going to tuck your toes. You may even walk your hands out just a little bit and then slowly lift your hips up. You can wag your tail as you go up. Nice generous bend in your knees for our first down dog of the day. So when you think of a down dog, you want your hands out far enough that you can really press into your hands. And the goal in down dog is to have your heels come down, but it's our first down dog of the day, so you really want to protect your spine. So you can have a deep bend in your knees. Maybe you pedal your feet and walk your dog. You want your gaze to be looking through the center of your feet. And if you notice that you're really sinking into your wrists here, something you can think about doing with your hands to help support your wrists is think about cupping your hands on the mat and acting and doing the motion of opening a jar. You want to have this external rotation on your hands and really gripping through your fingers and almost creating like this suction with your hands. It takes time to get there, but as somebody who has arthritis in my hands, it's incredibly beneficial to get out of like just collapsing all of your weight in your wrists. You're not supposed to do that. That's not good for your wrists. So you can just start by practicing really clawing through your fingers and evenly distributing the weight into your fingers and not just collapsing into your wrists. Okay, from here, you're going to take one more deep breath in. And on your complete exhale, you're going to look to the front of the mat and slowly tiptoe to the front. I love to crisscross my feet. You just slowly tiptoe to the front of the mat. We're going to move into ragdoll forward fold, so your feet are hip distance apart. You're leaning forward. Weight comes into the ball of your feet just to have your heels lift up just enough that a piece of paper could slide underneath there. You're not like on your tiptoes, just a little bit. And you just want to let your head hang heavy here. Maybe if it feels good to you, you can grasp opposite elbows and you can rock a little side to side. Continuing to come back to your breath. Just really let any negative thoughts come out of your head here. We're going to have a beautiful practice today. Then slowly release your hands back down to the mat. Heel toe your feet to touch. Your big toes touch. Your heels are about 1 inch apart. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time until your arms extend up into extended mountain pose. Now, if you have a spinal injury or it does not feel good to round your spine as you come up, from any forward fold position, You can bring your hands to your hips, pull the pit of your belly in, look down, and you're going to come up with a flat spine if that feels better to you. Then you'll reach your arms up into extended mountain pose. In extended mountain pose, shoulder blades drop down the back, hands are faced inward, almost rotating backwards. You don't want to have your rib cage flaring out, so pull your rib cage down. Inhale, exhale, hands come to heart center, mountain pose. You can also be here in mountain pose with your hands down by your sides. Yogi's choice. Now we're going to move into our sun A's. So inhale, extended mountain, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands can come through heart center for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You just want to try to find a flat spine. So your gaze is just slightly about a foot off the mat. Your fingertips can touch. You can also bring your palms to your shins or your thighs. This can be really helpful. Pull the pit of your belly in. The reason you would have your hands here is if you're going to hop back, it makes it easier to jump back. But we're going to go really slow. So we'll come, bring hands to your shins, find a flat spine, inhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. We're going to move slow. So this is full expression in your high plank, but we're going to start on our knees today because this is always an option. So high plank. Low plank is simply you look forward, you lean forward, micro bend in your elbow, low plank. Upward facing dog. You really press into your hands, press into the tops of your feet. Your thighs lift up off the mat, looking straight ahead. This is upward facing dog. Then you're gonna tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Maybe your heels sink a little bit lower down to the mat. Really press into your hands. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. One more deep breath in. On your exhale, look to the front of your mat and step or lightly hop to the front. I'm going to step this time to the front. Halfway lift, big toes touch, heels are an inch apart. Halfway lift, find a flat spine. Forward fold, then ground down, root to rise, your choice. Extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And then you can step or hop. I'm going to show you the hop this time. So you're going to plant your hands, hop, high plank, micro bend, low plank, upward facing dog, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Great job. Remember, my words are always a suggestion. Find what feels good to you and your body today. Yoga is about practicing what feels good to you and pushing yourself to your edge today. So Baron Baptiste invites you to find your edge. Find where it feels uncomfortable and see if you can try a little bit more. And some days we feel like we can push and try new positions, and some days just showing up is enough. So find yours today. Take one more deep breath in. And then on your complete exhale, look to the front of your mat, step or lightly hop to the front, big toes touch, halfway lift, forward fold, ground down, root to rise, extended mountain pose, forward fold, halfway lift, plant your hands, step or hop back, high plank, exhale, low plank, upward facing dog, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Great job. We've completed 3 rounds of Sun A. We're going to move on to our Sun Bs. So take a deep breath in, And a deep breath out. Take one more deep breath in. And on your complete exhale, look to the front of your mat, step or lightly hop to the front, halfway lift. Remember, big toes touch. Forward fold, chair pose this time. So in our chair pose, I'm gonna just face you for a moment. Your big toes touch, your heels are about an inch apart. Arms are up straight in front of you, shoulder blades down your back again. Sit low, chest high. Okay, pull the pit of your belly in. If this doesn't feel good on your knees or on your feet, you can be hip distance apart. That's fine, right here, okay? So find what feels good. Big toes touch, heels about an inch apart. Sit low, pull the pit of your belly in. Find length in your side body. And we always hold this first chair just like we hold all of our poses the first round through. Inhale, sink a little bit deeper. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back. High plank, your version. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior one. Okay, we're going to come into our warrior one. I want to break this down and maybe help you guys here for just a second. So from our down dog, we move directly into our warrior one. So when I call warrior one, you're going to want to think about rolling through your shoulders. Do you see how I have more space here when I roll through my shoulders versus just trying to pull my foot through? So just practice and play around with it. Really press through your fingers, really gripping here. Roll through your shoulder. You know, you can also pick up your foot and help place it there. Okay, it comes up between your hands. And then we come up into our warrior one. In warrior one, your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Your front foot is at 12 o'clock facing the front of your mat. Arms come up, deep lunge in your right knee. Really strong legs, like you're ripping the mat apart. And your body is facing the front of your mat. Arms reach up, but you don't want your shoulders up by your ears. You want your shoulder blades down your back. Okay, it's often taught heel to arch alignment to really find where your feet belong, but you gotta listen to your body. So sometimes if you put your back foot slightly towards the outer edge of your mat, you can turn your hip more to get into your lunge. Okay, we're not leaning forward, we're upright, but we're deep lunge in our right knee. So find what feels good to your body, okay? So deep lunge, strong arms, hands are rotated in to face each other. Pull the pit of your belly in, pull your rib cage down, find length in your side body, shoulder blades drop down the back. Then hands come down to frame your right foot, step back, find your vinyasa, high plank, your version, low plank. Upward facing dog, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, immediately into left foot forward, warrior one. Okay, so at any time you can practice rolling through your shoulders, really pressing into your fingertips, rolling forward, maybe grabbing your foot, pulling it up, whatever feels good to you. Rotate your back foot to be parallel with the back of the mat. Really deep lunge in your left. If you find yourself really arching backwards, just pull your ribs in. You want to be upright. Sometimes you will reach back, but in Warrior one, we're just gonna be nice and tall here. Tuck your hips under. Inhale and exhale. Find your position. Find your warrior one. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then hands come down to frame your left foot. Step back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. That is one round of Sun B. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more deep breath in. Then look to the front of your mat and step or lightly hop to the front, halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, forward fold, halfway lift. We're going to pick up the pace, step or hop back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot forward, warrior one, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. That's 2. One more deep breath in. On your complete exhale, look to the front of your mat. Step or lightly hop to the front. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or hop back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot forward, warrior one, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one, high to low plank, your version. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Great job. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now I want you to slowly lower your right knee down, then your left knee down, big toes touch. Extended child's pose, arms reach long. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more deep breath in and a deep breath out. I want you to push yourself back up to your tabletop position. Cross your ankles and come through to a seated position in the center of your mat. That's the breakdown of integration, Sun A and Sun B. I just want you to take a moment to be so proud of yourself. Go ahead and put one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. We're going to take a few deep breaths together. We're going to say kind things to ourselves. I did such a great job. I'm so proud of myself for showing up for myself today. I'm so glad I honored my body today. Hands come to heart center. I just want to say, great job. You did amazing. And I cannot wait to see you in our next practice. So take one more deep breath in. Let your thumbs meet your third eye. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If this class supported you, I'd love for you to like this video, leave a comment, and share it with someone who might need it too. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in our next practice.